Hi, what's up everybody? So right now we have the original butterfly box right here, and then we have the remade Harry Potter box right here in all of its different pieces. And I'm going to show you guys just how easy it is to put this thing together, how many pieces there all are. And if you check out the link in the description, you will see that he has a video showing you guys how to put this together. You can put a spring in this catch and catch guide, but you don't actually need it. And so we're going to kind of show you that. You can actually build this and make it, and it's functional and everything without having to go out and get any spring or anything like that. We have two different glues here. We have super glue gel by Gorilla Glue, and then we have the liquid super glue by Loctite. These are my two favorite super glues. The Gorilla Glue is the gel, so it's a more condensed, more super glue in one condensed area, and it holds a lot better. But if you don't really need a whole bunch, it's really good to go with the Loctite. It's a little bit more watery and stuff. So first I'm going to just show you kind of how this all works. So here's the original one here. It's all black, so I hope that you guys can see this. Butterflies on the top and the butterflies on the front. So what you do is there's tiles down under here. You just move them all the way to the side, and then there's a tile right here that slides out, and then a drawer pops out that has a key in it. So then you just push that back in, slide that tile back, and then only slide half of this tile forward. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see it. There we go. So there's the whole tile slid one way. No, half the tile to the side, and then you take this middle tile and slide it down, revealing the key hole. And this box doesn't have a spring in it either, so this shows you that you just barely turn it and it opens the top with the treasure inside. And then you can close it, take the key out, and put the key back up. And it looks like a box that you can't get into. So that is the butterfly box. That's how it works. Really cool little thing for, you know, if you have a kid that wants to keep money in a box or something and doesn't want little sister or little brother to get into it, or anybody else to get into it. Even if they know how to get into it, you'll definitely hear them getting into it. So, alright, the prints. Let's tell you guys the prints real quick. We've got this is the middle part of the box, the lid of the box. Those are the two main big prints. Oh, sorry, the middle has the bottom, so there's the bottom there. That has a little spot for the drawer. Here's the drawer. You've got the catch and catch guide, the side tile, the front bottom tiles. You can see right here we have the front middle tiles, and these ones have the logos that you're not going to be able to see from Harry Potter. The Gryffindor logo, the Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and then the actual
crest.
The actual
Crest.
Hogwarts crest. So that's the 5 of them there. Then, of course, you have the key and
the keyhole thingy.
Then you need this spring, which is part of the files. And then the only extra thing that you need, you can get a spring and put it in there. The only extra thing that you need is a piece of filament. So, first thing that you need to do is take the bottom piece here and the key drawer here, and then just set this. It just lines up perfectly, and it catches right there at the end. Now we need to put in the spring. Sorry, I forgot this part. Do you want to do this, or do you not want to get it on?
I don't.
Okay, I'll let you put it in. Okay.
Okay.
So I put a little bit of, just so this doesn't move around, a dab of this super glue right on one end. You don't need it on the other end, you just need it on one. And then here, set it in just like that. Make sure you don't touch the end.
So like...
So I'll just set it right on in there. There you go. And now, what you can do is set it between these two here. Look, set it between those two. And you just kind of squeeze it in like that. Okay. You slide the tile in here. And then you take these front tiles, like this, you put the bigger one down here. You can see that it has these little spots there for an indention. And then it's got a little run rail right there. So that goes, the bigger one goes on the end, make sure, because it slides all the way to the end. And then you want to set this down doing this, you can't really hold it and do it. And then you put this one, the smaller one, closer to that. It goes, this smaller one, this little overhang part there, goes right over this drawer here. This little sliding tile here. That hangover is going to go over the front of that. So you got to make sure it's facing that direction. So now once you've got it in place, like that, then you can put the middle part on. Alright, so we're going to put on these parts here, there's 3 little mounds. Put glue on. A little liquid super glue down the sides. This part does need to be glued together. Alright, now match up the little the holes to the thing here. There we go. And once you got the middle part on, oh, my legs asleep too. Just make sure that all your stuff slides. So that slides there. And then this drawer pops out. And that slides pretty good. Slides really good. Alright, that's perfect. Alright. I really love this Gorilla Gel super glue. It's my favorite super glue. It's really good stuff. The only problem is it takes a little bit longer than the liquid glue to dry, but it's good stuff. Next thing that we're going to do is we've got the bottom all put together. All the pieces move. Everything slides good. Everything's glued down. That one's a little tight. But that's alright. That's okay. Now, a little bit of working and stuff and this will all go good. I know that this one had a few pieces that were a little harder to move, but it all moves really good now that I've messed around with it a few times. So, next thing we're going to do is the tiles here. So, you've got to know every one of these is different. So, if you flip them over, you'll see that the one that has this on the bottom of it is the middle one. And that one doesn't get any glue on it. So we did the Gryffindor, or the actual...
Hogwarts crest.
Yeah, we did the actual... You can jump in anytime and talk about this stuff. We did the actual Hogwarts crest in the middle one. It would be dead center. And then if you look at how this is shaped, they're both tapered off on the end. They go like this rather than straight up and down. So you want to find your other pieces. See, these two are straight down on the ends. So this piece is an end piece, and then this is another one that's straight down on both sides, so that's another end piece. And see, this one has an edge going like this and a straight piece. So one touches the end, one touches the middle. So that will go, that one actually goes on this side. And then this one here has it the other way, tapered there. So this one goes right here. So these have to go that way, but I'll let you pick which one of these you want on either side.
Wait, there's the Hufflepuff. I can't really.
The Hufflepuff has
okay.
to go there.
I know.
You want Slytherin first? Or Ravenclaw? Slytherin. Alright, so she's got them all assigned. And just in case you download the Harry Potter one, we've got the Slytherin, then the Gryffindor, then the Hogwarts crest, and
Hufflepuff,
then
and then Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw, there we go. So what we're going to do first is take the gel, and I just put it right down that middle thing. You can do it on all 4 of them. Now, so see, it's got the 4 parts that pop up, pop out. I just put the glue right down each one of them. And then, so that's the outside one. Okay, yep, that goes there. Just push that, there we go. And then, next is this piece, but before you put this one in, the next one in, you have to put the middle piece in, because it goes underneath that lip.
This is the middle piece.
Oh. Oh, I did this backwards.
Wait, is that?
No? Okay. So where'd that piece go?
What piece?
Okay, there it is. So it goes, they go like that. They connect like a puzzle piece. You can barely see it. I doubt you'll be able to see it on camera, but they go like that. So you want to slide the middle piece underneath that tile and then put that tile in place. So just like that. Now put your hands here and hold these 2 down. Just those 2.
These 2?
Yeah. Alright, now we've got this next one here that goes over the top of the middle piece, and then the Ravenclaw goes on the outside.
Yeah, you said it right.
So now I'm going to put a little bit of this liquid glue in and see if we can get it to dry a little quicker. Because the liquid glue does dry faster than the gel. And you want to put it on the Ooh. Super glue stuck to my hand. Stuck to my arm. Ooh, I had it in upside down. Don't dry!
Don't scare me like that.
There we go. Make sure they're level. And that middle piece is moving good. Awesome. Okay. Now, we can put the catches in. And the way that they go is like that. You know, a little hole there. It's like that. This is kind of a harder one, so you just kind of put the glue on the ends here. And this, I'm just using this liquid glue because it, like I said earlier, it dries a lot quicker. And this part is a part that you want to dry quick. and that just slides right in. All these pieces are like puzzle pieces. They have other little pieces that are sticking out in the print that it just kind of slides into. So it's all like a puzzle. It's real easy to build. I was gonna have Lexi do this whole thing, but she's never handled super glue before, so this might not be a good idea to get it all over the place.
I would get in so much trouble too.
Okay, well you can do the last part, and that is putting the lid on. The lid fits perfectly in place. It's got this back part here, and all you need is a piece of filament, like so. And here, put it on by lining this part to the middle part there, and then shut it. And now slide the filament down through the holes all the way through. Okay, now that we're out on the other side, you want to push it on one side. I push the filament all the way back in to a certain point, and then it's right here. I'm just going to bend that and then take it back out, and you can see that I got the bend, so I know just how deep it is. And you can just twist it off. Now when you stick it back in, it should be perfectly sized. So here, stick it back in there.
No way.
Sorry. Get in there?
Yep.
Alright, and the last thing we do is where that just went in. Dab some super glue on that side. Dab some super glue on that side. This is why I don't like the liquid super glue. It can run real easy, and the bad thing about super glue when it comes to filament is there's a lot of filaments that the super glue, and here's a prime example of it. The super glue will cause it to fog, and it looks real nasty. And you don't. That's why you don't want to overdo it with super glue, because if you just put too much, you'll have foggy areas. And so I'm going to open this one and kind of show you. If you look on the inside of the catch there, you can see those two little spots there and there. And it's where there was just too much super glue, got away from me, and it fogged up the area. So definitely don't want that. So now you can stick your key in, Lexi. And alright, here's the box all finished. And here's the butterfly box, both next to each other. It has the Harry Potter on the top. Let's see, you guys, let's see if there we go. As you can see there. And we're just going to make sure that it all works. And you just slide that out. You have the key, which both keys broke. I will warn you guys that. Both keys broke right in the middle. Into that addition right there. Right off the bat. So if you make this, what I did is I have a 5% infill, so it's not that much. I just took super glue, the gel super glue, and I took baking soda. So I put the super glue on both ends, then I sprinkled baking soda on both ends, and then smashed it together. And it's really tough. I mean, it's if I were to try to break it, it would break in a different spot than that spot. So I mean, it makes it tough. So if you end up making this, those indentions in the keys right here and here are very, very weak, and you'll probably break them. And that's how you put it together and make it just as strong as it was. So if I slide that, it falls right down. So It all depends on how you put these tiles in. I didn't put them in as tight on this one as I did for that one, so it just slides right down. And again, like I said, this one doesn't have a spring in it, neither does that one. It shows in the link in the description a spring. There's a spot right in here in the catch for the spring, but you don't have to have it. Just make sure that if you don't have it, let me just twist this and open it for you guys to show you that. See, opens right up. You can't take the key out if you don't have a spring in it. You have to leave the key in and then hear that pop, pull it out, and it's locked. So you've got to make sure that right here in the end of the key there's a hole that goes up in, and then there's a little thing inside of here that comes out that fits right. The hole fits right over that. If you don't have the support all the way out of the key, then it will not work. So I mean, it has to. This key fits perfectly into the box's keyhole, and if you don't have if it's not working right, look back in the end of the key and make sure that you have that entire support out, because it will not work if you don't. So let's see, you can see that catch moving back and forth. It moves back and forth just fine. So I think a design flaw might be, which you can see the catch up here is slanted. If this was slanted a little bit more, you could probably just push that down and pop it in. And that's probably what the spring is for. So when you push it in, it pops open, so you don't have to have the key in here. But it doesn't matter, you don't really need it. Are you going to leave it unlocked? I mean, so I love this thing. It's really cool. It's a really awesome box. I've got one, you know, for my wife, the butterfly box. I'm making the Avengers box right now for my son, and I'll leave the links in the description to the Harry Potter one and the Avengers ones that I made on Tinkercad using the blanks. If you follow the link in the description for the regular butterfly box, it has blanks, like a blank top and blank tiles on the front, and you can basically put whatever you want on it. And if that's something that you guys are interested in making your own, you know, out of whatever you want, all you need is either cookie cutters, you need Tinkercad, and then you need to find cookie cutters or silhouette prints of whatever you're interested in, of what you want to put on it. Then save those files off and import them into Tinkercad with the top file or these files, and just kind of put them together. I can show you guys how to do that if you want me to. Just let me know in the comments if that's something that you're interested in. So that's it. That's how you build it.